Hey everyone, welcome back to the Travel Bug. Everyone thinks it's super expensive to travel to Europe, right? Well, guess what? They're wrong. I'm going to show you how to travel Europe without spending too much money. Okay, first things first. If you want a cheap Europe trip, you got to plan. Planning is the cornerstone of any successful trip, especially when you're on a budget. It might seem tedious at first, but trust me, the effort you put in now will pay off big time later. Start by doing some research on your desired destinations. Look up the best times to visit, the must-see attractions, and any local events or festivals that might be happening. This will not only help you get excited about your trip, but also give you a better idea of what to expect and how to budget accordingly. Think about where you want to go and for how long. Are you dreaming of the romantic streets of Paris, the historic ruins of Rome, or the vibrant nightlife of Berlin? Each city has its own unique charm and budget considerations. Make a list of the top places you want to visit and prioritize them. This will help you create a realistic itinerary and avoid the temptation to cram too much into one trip. Remember, it's better to fully enjoy a few places than to rush through many. A little planning helps a lot. Once you have a rough idea of your itinerary, start looking into the logistics. How will you get from one place to another? Are there budget airlines or train passes that can save you money? What about accommodation? Hostels, Airbnb, and budget hotels are great options for saving money while still having a comfortable place to stay. Don't forget to check reviews and compare prices to get the best deals. Next, the scary part, budgeting. But don't worry, it's not as daunting as it seems. Start by setting a total budget for your trip. This should include everything from flights and accommodation to food, activities, and souvenirs. Be realistic about your spending habits and try to overestimate rather than underestimate. It's always better to have a little extra money than to run out halfway through your trip. Don't worry, it's not that bad. In fact, budgeting can be quite empowering. It gives you a clear picture of your financial situation and helps you make informed decisions. Plus, it can be fun to see how much you can save and how far your money can go. Use budgeting apps or spreadsheets to keep track of your expenses and make adjustments as needed. Figure out how much you can spend on the whole trip. Break down your total budget into categories such as flights, accommodation, food, transportation, activities, and miscellaneous expenses. This will help you see where your money is going and identify areas where you can cut costs. For example, you might decide to splurge on a fancy dinner one night but save money by cooking your own meals the rest of the time. Then divide that money into groups: flights, accommodation, food, fun stuff, and a little extra for gifts and surprises. This way you can keep track of your spending and avoid going over budget. Look for deals and discounts on flights and accommodation, and consider traveling during the off-season to save even more money. Don't forget to factor in the cost of travel insurance, which can protect you in case of emergencies, hotels, food, fun stuff, and a little extra for gifts and surprises. When it comes to food, try to eat like a local. Not only will this save you money, but it will also give you a more authentic experience. Look for street food, local markets, and budget-friendly restaurants. And don't forget to treat yourself to a few special meals. After all, you're on vacation. And a little extra for gifts and surprises. Souvenirs can add up quickly, so be mindful of what you buy. Look for unique, locally made items that won't break the bank. And remember, the best souvenirs are often the memories you make and the photos you take. Pro tip: save a little extra money just in case. You never know when you might need it. Unexpected expenses can pop up at any time, whether it's a medical emergency, a last-minute change of plans, or a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you just can't pass up. Having a financial cushion will give you peace of mind and allow you to enjoy your trip without worrying about money. You never know when you might need it. It's always better to be prepared. Now, about saving money, there are plenty of ways to boost your travel fund without making major sacrifices. Start by cutting back on non-essential expenses. Do you really need that daily latte or those new clothes? Probably not. Instead, put that money towards your trip. It's always better to be prepared. Now, about saving money, get a little extra job, maybe drive for Uber, sell things online, or start a small business. Every bit helps. Look for side gigs that fit your schedule and skills. You might be surprised at how much you can earn in your spare time. And don't forget to save any windfalls, such as tax refunds or bonuses, for your trip. Try this. Don't spend any money for a week on things you don't really need. It helps you save and be smarter with your money. Remember, saving for a big trip takes time. Be patient, keep saving, and you'll be surprised how fast your travel money grows. It helps you save and be smarter with your money. Remember, saving for a big trip takes time. Be patient, keep saving, and you'll be surprised how fast your travel money grows. The key is to stay motivated and keep your goal in mind. Watch travel videos, read blogs, and follow social media accounts that inspire you. This will keep you excited about your trip and remind you why you're saving in the first place. And when you finally reach your savings goal, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment and excitement that makes all the hard work worth it. So start planning, start saving, and get ready for the trip of a lifetime. Let's talk flights. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or someone planning your first big adventure, finding affordable flights can be a game changer. Imagine jetting off to your dream destination without breaking the bank. Sounds amazing, right? Well, it's totally possible, but don't worry. I'm here to show you how. Flights can be really expensive, but I'll help you. The key is knowing where to look and what strategies to use. You don't have to settle for the first price you see. With a bit of patience and some insider tips, you can save a lot of money. There are lots of ways to find cheap flights, from using the right websites to being flexible with your travel plans. The options are endless. It's all about being smart and strategic. Be flexible. If you can travel on different dates or to different places, you'll find better deals. For example, flying midweek is often cheaper than flying on weekends. Also, consider alternative airports or nearby cities. Sometimes a short drive or train ride can save you hundreds of dollars. Think about traveling during the less busy times of the year. You'll avoid the crowds and save money. Off-peak seasons not only offer cheaper flights, but also more affordable accommodations and a more relaxed travel experience. Use websites like Google Flights, Skyscanner, and Kayak. These platforms are fantastic for comparing prices across multiple airlines and travel dates. They often have features that allow you to set price alerts so you get notified when prices drop. These websites compare prices from different airlines. This way, you can see all your options in one place and choose the best deal. It's like having a personal travel agent at your fingertips. Pro tip, clear your cookies. Airlines change prices based on what you've looked at online. By clearing your cookies or using an incognito browser, you can avoid price hikes that are triggered by repeated searches. Clearing your cookies helps you see the real prices. It's a simple trick, but it can make a big difference. You might be surprised at how much prices can fluctuate just by doing this. Try flying to smaller airports. They often have cheaper flights. Plus, smaller airports can be less crowded and easier to navigate, making your travel experience smoother and more enjoyable. And check out budget airlines like Ryanair and EasyJet. These airlines offer incredibly low fares, especially if you book in advance. Be aware of their policies and additional fees. They have super cheap flights, but make sure you read the small print. They sometimes charge extra for bags. To be sure and avoid these fees, try to pack light and stick to the airline's baggage policies. It's all about being prepared and knowing what to expect. Sign up for airline emails and follow them online. They often have sales. By staying in the loop, you can catch flash sales and special promotions that aren't advertised elsewhere. It's a great way to snag a deal before it's gone. Think about flying into one city and out of another. This can be cheaper. Multi-city flights can also add an extra layer of adventure to your trip, allowing you to explore more destinations in one go. Okay, we talked about flights. Now let's talk about where you'll sleep. Finding the right place to stay can make or break your travel experience. It's not just about having a roof over your head, it's about immersing yourself in the local culture and making the most of your trip without spending a fortune. Hotels can be pricey, but there are other choices. While hotels offer comfort and convenience, they often come with a hefty price tag, especially in popular tourist destinations. But don't worry, there are plenty of alternatives that can provide a unique and budget-friendly experience. Hostels are great for meeting people and saving money. They are perfect for solo travelers or those looking to make new friends. Hostels often have communal areas where you can socialize, share travel tips, and even cook meals together, which can save you even more money. They have big rooms with lots of beds and also private rooms. If you're not really comfortable sharing a room with complete strangers, many hostels offer private rooms at a fraction of the cost of a hotel. This way, you get the best of both worlds, privacy and the opportunity to meet fellow travelers. Airbnb lets you rent rooms or apartments from regular people. This can be a fantastic way to experience a city like a local. You can find unique accommodations from cozy apartments to entire homes, often at a lower cost than hotels. It's a cool way to feel like a local. Try house sitting. House sitting is another excellent option for budget travelers. In exchange for taking care of someone's home and pets, you get to stay for free. It's a win-win situation that allows you to live like a local without spending a dime on accommodation. Watch someone's pets and house while they're away and stay for free. Websites like Trusted House Sitters connect homeowners with travelers looking for a place to stay. It's a great way to explore new destinations while enjoying the comforts of a home. Couchsurfing lets you stay with locals for free. This platform connects travelers with hosts willing to offer a free place to stay. It's not just about saving money, it's about cultural exchange and making new friends. Your host can provide insider tips and show you around, giving you a deeper understanding of the local culture. If you're with friends, rent an apartment. Splitting the cost of an apartment with friends can be much cheaper than booking multiple hotel rooms. Plus, you'll have a kitchen to prepare your meals, which can save you a lot on dining out. It's cheaper than lots of hotel rooms, and try camping. Europe has great campsites. It's fun and cheap. Camping is an adventurous and budget-friendly way to travel. Many European countries have well-maintained campsites with excellent facilities. Whether you're in a tent, camper van, or caravan, camping allows you to connect with nature and enjoy the great outdoors. When choosing where to stay, think about location. Staying in the city center might be more expensive, but it can save you time and money on transportation. You'll be close to major attractions, restaurants, and nightlife, making it easier to explore the city on foot. Staying in the center of a city might be more expensive, but you'll save on buses and trains. On the other hand, staying in a less central location can be cheaper, but you'll need to factor in the cost and time of commuting. Weigh the pros and cons to find the best option for your budget and travel style. Look for places with free breakfast. A complimentary breakfast can save you money and time in the morning, giving you a good start to your day of exploring. Many hostels, hotels, and even some Airbnb hosts offer free breakfast, so be sure to check before booking, and don't be afraid to ask for a discount. Whether you're booking online or in person, it never hurts to ask if there's a discount available. You might be surprised at how often you can get a better rate just by asking. Happy travels! Let's be honest, trying new food is the best part of traveling, but eating out all the time gets expensive. Here's how to eat cheap in Europe. Go to the grocery store. Buy breakfast food, snacks, and easy meal ingredients. You'll save a lot by eating in sometimes. Lunch is usually the cheapest meal. Look for lunch specials. Eat like a local. Street food is your friend. It's delicious and cheap. Let's talk about things to do. You don't need to spend a lot to have fun in Europe. Go outside. Europe has beautiful parks and trails. Pack a lunch and enjoy the fresh air. It's free. Many museums are free on certain days. Take free walking tours. Local guides will show you around and tell you about the city. Just walk around and explore. Now let's chat about getting around. Public transportation in Europe is awesome, and it can save you lots of money and headaches. First, let's talk trains. Europe has super duper trains that go everywhere. Websites like Rail Europe and Trainline can help you find the best routes and cheapest tickets. If you're planning on taking lots of train trips, look into a Eurail pass. It can save you a bunch of cash. Don't forget about buses. Companies like Flixbus and Eurolines are great for traveling between cities without spending too much. Buses might take a little longer than trains, but they're really cheap, especially for long trips. Big cities like Paris, Berlin, and Madrid have subways called the Metro. They're a fast way to get around. Get a day pass or a pass for a few days to save money, especially if you're planning on doing lots of sightseeing. Apps like Citymapper and Google Maps are super helpful for using public transportation. Important tip: make sure you stamp your ticket when you get on so you don't get a ticket. Also, try to travel when it's not rush hour. It'll be less crowded and more comfortable. With these tips, you'll be traveling around Europe like a pro, saving time and money. Okay, so you're a pro at riding buses and trains now, right? Awesome. Let's talk about fun things you can do that are free or super cheap. Europe has tons of cool stuff to see and do that won't break the bank. First, let's talk sightseeing. Lots of cities in Europe let you see famous places for free. You can walk by the River Thames in London and check out the Tower Bridge, or you can wander around the old streets of Rome and see the Colosseum from the outside. And don't forget about parks. Places like the Luxembourg Gardens in Paris and the Tiergarten in Berlin are perfect for a relaxing day. Next, free walking tours. These are a great way to learn about a city. Local guides show you around and tell you interesting stories. Companies like Sandemans and Free Tour do these tours in lots of big cities. If you like the tour, remember to give your guide a tip at the end. Another fun thing is to check out local events. Look at community boards, websites like Eventbrite, or local Facebook groups. You can find free concerts, festivals, and markets. Sometimes museums are free on certain days, or you can get cheaper tickets if you go at a specific time. And hey, don't forget to just walk around. Sometimes the best thing to do is explore different neighborhoods, go to local markets, watch street performers, and talk to people. With these tips, you can have a blast without spending all your money. So get out there and make some awesome memories. Don't forget to like this video for more travel tips and have fun exploring. And as always, remember to stay curious and stay adventurous.